Did you know your body can still build muscle after 60, even while you're asleep? It might sound unbelievable, but it's true. And the secret doesn't lie in a gym or a bottle of supplements. It lies in your kitchen, in the simple foods you eat before bedtime. Now, think about this. Why is it that some people wake up feeling strong, refreshed, and ready to take on the day while others feel stiff, weak, or like they've aged 10 years overnight? Could it be that something as ordinary as a light evening snack is actually a powerful key to protecting muscle and strength as we age? Hi, I'm Dr. Sarah Bennett. I've been working with older adults for over 20 years, and in that time, I've come to learn that aging doesn't mean giving up on strength or vitality. In fact, some of my patients in their 70s and even 80s are building more lean muscle now than they did in their 40s. And they're not doing it with heavy lifting or extreme routines. They're doing it with food, the right kind of food, at the right time. You see, nighttime is when your body repairs itself. Deep sleep is a kind of natural recovery lab where tissues are rebuilt, hormones are released, and healing takes place. But here's the problem. After 60, our ability to recover declines. Hormones like growth hormone and testosterone drop, our digestion slows, and we absorb protein less efficiently. So what can we do? That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to share with you 8 specific foods that are backed by science and real-life results that can help you build muscle while you sleep. These aren't expensive, hard-to-find superfoods. Most of them are already in your fridge or pantry. I've recommended them to my own patients, and I've seen the difference they make, not just in strength, but in sleep quality, mood, energy, and even pain levels. If you've been waking up tired, feeling weak, or worried about losing muscle with age, this video could be a turning point for you. So stay with me, because the very first food on the list might surprise you, and it's one I often eat myself before bed. Before we dive into what to eat, let's take a step back and talk about why eating before bed becomes so important after 60. Here's the truth. Losing muscle after 60 is not just common, it's expected. In fact, if we do nothing about it, we can lose up to 3–5% of our muscle mass every decade after the age of 30. That means by the time we're in our 60s or 70s, even simple things like getting out of a chair, carrying groceries, or keeping your balance can become difficult. And this isn't just about strength. Muscle supports your metabolism, protects your bones, and keeps your body functioning in ways you might take for granted. So why does this muscle loss happen? There are 3 main reasons. First, our levels of growth hormone decline. This hormone plays a key role in rebuilding muscle tissue, especially during sleep. When it's low, recovery slows down, and muscles don't repair the way they used to. Second, our digestive system becomes less efficient. Specifically, we absorb protein less effectively. It's not that we're eating less, it's that our bodies aren't using it the same way. That means even a decent meal might not give your muscles the support they need. And third, our sleep patterns change. You might have noticed it yourself, sleep becomes lighter, more fragmented. We spend less time in deep, restorative sleep, the stage where the body does most of its healing. And without that deep rest, our ability to recover from day-to-day stress takes a serious hit. But here's the hopeful part. Even though all these changes are real, they're not the end of the story. Because the body still knows how to heal. It still knows how to rebuild. It just needs the right support. And that's where nighttime nutrition comes in. See, most people think of food as fuel. You eat during the day to give you energy to move, to think, to work. But food can also be medicine, especially when you time it correctly. When you eat the right kind of food before bed, particularly foods rich in high-quality protein, you give your body the raw materials it needs to repair muscle while you sleep. This isn't just theory, it's backed by science. During deep sleep, your body enters what's called an anabolic state. That means it's focused on building, repairing damaged tissues, regenerating cells, producing hormones. It's a bit like your body has a night crew that comes in while you're off duty. But that crew needs supplies. Protein is one of the most important of those supplies. And certain types of protein like casein, which is found in dairy products, are digested slowly. That's a good thing. because a slow-digesting protein can feed your muscles for hours while you sleep. It's like giving your body a gentle, steady stream of building blocks, rather than one quick burst. Eating before bed can also help with sleep quality itself. How? Some foods increase the production of melatonin and serotonin 2 chemicals that help regulate your sleep cycle. Others help stabilize your blood sugar, which can prevent those 2 a.m. wake-ups. And some foods even boost levels of IGF-1, a growth factor that works alongside human growth hormone to promote muscle repair. I've seen patients who used to toss and turn all night wake up in pain, stiff, or groggy. But after changing their evening routine and adding a light, strategic snack, they began sleeping more deeply and waking up feeling stronger, more rested. One of my patients, Roberta 68, told me something that really stuck. He said, "Doc, I don't even dream of six-pack abs anymore. I just want to get out of bed without groaning." And you know what? That's a powerful goal, because that kind of functional strength is what keeps us independent, active, and enjoying life. Now, I want to be clear. Eating before bed doesn't mean a heavy meal. It's not about eating a full plate of pasta at 10 p.m. It's about small, purposeful things that work with your body, not against it. Snacks that digest slowly, don't spike your blood sugar, and actually support your sleep and recovery. So now you might be asking, "Okay, Dr. Bennett, I get ideating before bed matters, but what exactly should I eat?" That's a great question, because not all bedtime snacks are created equal. Some help your body recover, others might actually make things worse. So let's take a look at the top 8 foods I recommend to my patients. These are backed by research, and in many cases by decades of clinical experience. They're simple, affordable, and easy to prepare. And I'll start with the one I personally eat at least 3 nights a week. It's creamy, high in protein, and surprisingly satisfying. I'm talking about cottage cheese. Now, some people hear the word cheese and immediately worry about fat or calories, but cottage cheese is different. It's low in fat, high in protein, especially casein, a slow-digesting protein that feeds your muscles over many hours. And that's exactly what you want during sleep. But there's more. Cottage cheese contains tryptophan, an amino acid that helps your brain produce serotonin and, eventually, melatonin, the hormone that signals your body it's time to rest. That means you're not only supporting muscle growth, you're also helping yourself fall asleep naturally and stay asleep longer. Here's what I tell my patients. Start with half a cup about 30 minutes before bedtime. Eat it plain, or with a sprinkle of cinnamon or a few blueberries. It's light, satisfying, and scientifically backed to support overnight recovery. Next, up simple, humble, and easy to overlook. Boiled eggs. You might be surprised, but eggs are one of the best sources of leucine, an amino acid that plays a central role in triggering muscle repair. Leucine is like the ignition key for muscle protein synthesis. Boiled eggs also support production of IGF-1, a growth factor that works alongside hormones to repair and strengthen tissue during sleep. The best part? They're portable, easy to prep, and they digest slowly enough to give your body time to absorb the nutrients. 1 or 2 eggs before bed is enough. I suggest hard boiling them ahead of time and adding a pinch of sea salt for flavor. No frying, no fuss, just clean, powerful fuel for your body's nightly repair work. Let's move to something savory: tuna in olive oil. This one is a personal favorite of mine when I want something heartier at the end of a long day. Canned tuna packed in olive oil delivers 2 benefits in one: high-quality protein and anti-inflammatory fats. Together, they help your muscles rebuild and reduce soreness or stiffness the next morning. Tuna is especially rich in omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats have been shown to support muscle health, reduce joint inflammation, and even improve sleep by calming the nervous system. A small serving of tuna, about 3 ounces, is plenty. You can eat it plain, mix it with a bit of mustard or Greek yogurt, or spread it over a slice of whole grain bread. It's filling, balanced, and gives your body what it needs to heal and recover. Now, if you enjoy something smooth and slightly tart before bed, Greek yogurt is an excellent choice. It's packed with casein protein again, that slow-digesting protein your muscles love overnight. But Greek yogurt also contains probiotics, the healthy bacteria that support digestion, reduce bloating, and may even lower nighttime inflammation. For people who struggle with nighttime leg cramps or restless sleep, this can be a game changer. One important tip: choose a plain, low-fat, or non-fat variety. Watch for added sugars; they can spike your blood sugar and disrupt your sleep. Add a few walnuts or chia seeds for healthy fats, or a slice of banana for natural sweetness. It's a gentle, nourishing way to end the day. Now, let's talk about something warm and comforting: golden milk, also known as turmeric milk. This drink is more than just cozy, it's medicinal. It combines warm milk, which gives you casein and tryptophan, with curcumin, the active compound in turmeric. Curcumin is known for its powerful anti-inflammatory properties. It can soothe sore joints, calm the nervous system, and even help relax tight muscles. I've recommended golden milk to many of my patients, especially those with arthritis or nighttime discomfort. It not only helps them sleep, it helps them heal as they sleep. To make it, warm 1 cup of milk, cow's milk, almond milk, or soy milk all work. Stir in half a teaspoon of turmeric and a pinch of black pepper to boost absorption. Add a touch of honey if you like. Sip slowly, about 30-60 minutes before bed. It feels like a gentle hug from the inside out. Sometimes all you need is 1 spoonful of the right thing, and almond butter is that thing. Just 1 teaspoon of almond butter delivers a dose of magnesium, healthy fats, and protein. Together, these nutrients help relax the nervous system, stabilize blood sugar, and support muscle maintenance. Magnesium, in particular, plays a quiet but powerful role in preventing cramps and promoting restful sleep. You can eat almond butter straight off the spooner; better yet, spread it over a slice of banana or apple. That way, you get potassium too, another nutrient that helps regulate muscle contractions and sleep rhythm. What I love most about almond butter is how satisfying it is. It doesn't take much to feel full and calm. Just a little goes a long way. This next one might surprise you: tart cherry juice. It's not only delicious, it's one of the few natural sources of melatonin, the hormone your brain uses to fall asleep and stay asleep. Research has shown that older adults who drink tart cherry juice before bed sleep longer and more deeply. But there's more. Tart cherries are rich in antioxidants, which help reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, things that can slow muscle recovery and increase soreness after activity. If you've had a long walk, done some gardening, or just feel achy at the end of the day, this juice might be exactly what your body needs. The key is tart cherry juicinol, the sweet cocktail kind. Look for one with no added sugar. Drink about 3-4 ounces, that's 100-120 milliliters, 30 to 60 minutes before bed. It's a small, simple habit, but the impact can be big. Finally, we come to the powerhouse, the whey protein shake. If you're someone who doesn't eat much meat, or you're trying to rebuild lost muscle, this is one of the fastest and most effective ways to support recovery. Whey protein is rich in leucine, that key amino acid I mentioned earlier, and it's absorbed quickly by the body. But if you drink it just before bed, especially mixed with a bit of healthy fat like almond milk, it releases more gradually overnight. Whey also helps stimulate growth hormone production, even if you don't exercise that day. That's critical for older adults because our natural levels of growth hormone decline with age. I suggest mixing 1 scoop of a clean, low-sugar whey protein powder with warm water or almond milk. Add a sprinkle of cinnamon or a dash of vanilla if you want a little flavor. It's simple, smooth, and gives your body a strong dose of what it needs to build and repair. Now, I want to pause here for just a moment, because I know this list may seem long, but you don't have to try everything all at once. The key is to experiment, gently. Try 1 or 2 of these options at night, and see how your body responds. Pay attention to how you sleep, how you feel in the morning, how your joints move, how your energy changes. And remember, small habits create lasting change. When you give your body the right fuel before bed, you're not just preventing muscle loss, you're giving yourself the best chance to feel strong, rested, and alive each day. In just a moment, I'll show you how to put all of this into practice. We'll look at real combinations, simple pairings, and some quick do's and don'ts to make this easy and sustainable. Because it's not just what you eat, it's how you use it. And that's what we'll dive into next. We've gone through the list of powerful, sleep-friendly foods. You might be wondering, how do you put it all together? What should an actual nighttime snack look like? The good news is, you don't need to reinvent your routine. With just a few simple combinations, you can create light, effective, and comforting evening meals that support both your sleep and your muscles. Let me walk you through 3 of my favorite pairings combinations I often recommend to my patients, and sometimes enjoy myself. Combo 1: cottage cheese plus tart cherry juice. This is what I call the gentle powerhouse. You get slow digesting casein from the cottage cheese to feed your muscles, and melatonin, rich cherry juice to help your brain ease into sleep. It's easy, fast, and surprisingly delicious. Just scoop out half a cup of cottage cheese plain, low-fat Isbestand. Pour yourself about 4 ounces of tart cherry juice. Sip the juice slowly. Savor the creamy texture of the cottage cheese. I've had patients tell me this combination feels almost like a small dessert, satisfying, calming, and effective. It's perfect if you tend to have light hunger at night or if your sleep has been irregular. Combo 2: warm turmeric milk plus boiled eggs. This is my go-to for people who have joint discomfort or chronic stiffness. The warm milk, infused with turmeric and black pepper, soothes inflammation while delivering a dose of casein and tryptophan. And the boiled eggs? They offer pure, muscle-building support thanks to leucine and IGF-1 stimulation. I usually recommend sipping the milk slowly, about 45 minutes before bedtime. Follow it with 1 or 2 hard-boiled eggs, lightly salted. This combination is particularly helpful for those of you who wake up sore or stiff in the mornings. It's warming, grounding, and gives your body the tools it needs to repair overnight. Combo 3: whey protein plus almond butter plus a slice of banana. This one's great if you've had a physically active day or if you're looking to build back muscle more aggressively. Whey protein provides quick, high-quality amino acids. Almond butter brings in magnesium and healthy fats, and the banana slice offers potassium and natural sweetness. Together, they stabilize your blood sugar, calm the nervous system, and deliver a well-rounded nutritional profile. Blend the whey protein with almond milk or water, take a spoonful of almond butter, and enjoy a small slice of banana. It's surprisingly filling and very muscle-friendly. Now, while these combinations can do wonders, there are also a few things I strongly advise my patients not to eat before bed. Let's talk about those. What to avoid before bed? There are 4 major things to steer clear of. 1. Sugar. Refined sugar might give you a temporary sense of satisfaction, but it spikes your blood sugar and that can disrupt your sleep cycle. You may fall asleep quickly, but wake up in the middle of the night, restless or anxious. It also interferes with the hormone signals your body needs to repair muscle. 2. Alcohol. Many people believe alcohol helps them fall asleep. But the truth is, it fragments your sleep. You may pass out easily, but your deep sleep, the part where the real healing happens, is reduced. Alcohol also dehydrates you, which can lead to cramps, headaches, and poor muscle recovery. 3. Caffeine. It sounds obvious, but I've had many older patients surprised to learn that their harmless cup of tea or square of dark chocolate at 7 p.m. was the reason they were tossing and turning. After 60, your liver processes caffeine more slowly, meaning it can stay in your system longer than you think. 4. Fried foods or heavy meals. Late-night fried snacks may be tempting, but they're tough on your digestive system. They can lead to reflux, bloating, and poor sleep, none of which support muscle recovery. Your body has to work harder to process that food, leaving less energy for actual healing. I know some of this might feel restrictive, but here's what I tell my patients. Evening isn't about punishing yourself or going hungry. It's about choosing foods that serve your body, not stress it. And I've seen firsthand how powerful those choices can be. A story from my practice. Let me tell you about one of my favorite patients, Ruth. She's 76, strong-willed, funny, the kind of woman who still walks her dog every morning, rain or shine. But when she first came to me, she was frustrated. "Doc," she said, "I feel like I'm doing everything right. I eat well, I stay active, but every single morning I wake up sore. My knees ache, my back is stiff. It takes me half the day just to feel human again." We talked about her habits, and what I found was, while her daytime nutrition was excellent, she had nothing at all before bed, just a cup of herbal tea. Now, that might work for someone in their 30s, but at 76, Ruth's body needed support. She was entering the night in a fasted statino fuel, no repair materials. Her body was doing the best it could, but it simply didn't have the tools. I asked her to try something small. We started with combo number 2, warm turmeric milk and 1 hard-boiled egg. That's it, just a gentle nudge to her nighttime routine. After 2 weeks, she came in smiling. "I don't know what magic you put in that drink," she said, "but for the first time in years, I woke up without groaning." It wasn't magic. It was just biology-guided, supported, and respected. And that's what I want for you too. These are small changes. They don't require expensive supplements or complicated schedules. They simply ask for intention, choosing the right foods at the right time in the right amount. Your body, even at 60, 70, or 80, still knows how to heal. It still knows how to build strength. All it needs is the right invitation. In just a moment, I'll wrap up everything we've learned and leave you with a gentle reminder that real strength starts not in the gym, but in your kitchen and in the quiet hours of the night. Building muscle after 60 isn't just possible, it's natural, when we support the body the right way. And sometimes, that support starts not in a gym, but with a quiet moment at the kitchen table. A spoonful of cottage cheese, a sip of warm turmeric milk, a boiled egg. These aren't just snacks. They're signals to your body, gentle messages that say, you still matter, you're still growing, and healing is still happening. Because the truth is this: muscle isn't only built with dumbbells and sweat. It's built during rest, during stillness, during sleep. If you give your body the right ingredients before bed, you're not just feeding your muscles, you're feeding your future. A future with strength, with energy. With the freedom to move, to play with your grandkids, to travel, to garden, to live on your own terms. And it all begins with small steps. Try one of the combinations we talked about tonight. See how you feel. Pay attention to your mornings, to your joints, to your energy. You don't have to change everything, just one choice at a time. And remember Ruth, the woman who went from groaning every morning to waking up pain-free? Her transformation didn't start in a doctor's office. It started with a warm drink and a boiled egg. You have that same power. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these foods will you try first? Leave a comment below and let me know. Let's inspire each other. And if you found this video helpful, if you feel more hopeful, more informed, more empowered, please tap that like button. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another conversation like this one. We're building something together here, not just muscle, but community. And I'm so honored to be a part of your journey. I'm Dr. Sarah Bennett. Thank you for spending this time with me tonight. Sleep well, nourish deeply, and I'll see you in the next video.